Back to the 70s.
They've got Jones. Wright is out there with Smith. Then there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. Taking a look at the Hoyas, Cox in at point guard. Nelson is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson, and it's Gonzalez in at the 2 spot. Flash passes to Wright, and stolen by Price. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Cox. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Eight points for Freak.
And for the Hoyas, they really are one of the defining members of their conference. Hard to think about hoops in the Washington, D.C. area without thinking about the Hoyas. The blue and gray they wear is really just iconic.
Here's Flash, following the basket by Freak. Puts up the baby hook. Kicks it out to Crawford. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And, you know, the Hoyas only have one college tournament title in their history. They won it all in 1984 and then returned in 85 to the title game only to be upset by Villanova.
Now here's Freak, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
There's the 3. So we've reached the end of the first. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game is critical.
Jones is out there with Ellis. Then it's Smith. Then there's Flash. And it's Crawford at shooting guard. And for Georgetown, Cox in at 2 guard. Price is out there with Warren. Then there's Hudson. And it's Trice in at the 1 spot. Screen by Smith. Flash passes to Ellis. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Hudson against Smith. Hudson kicks to Freak. Poked loose. It's stolen by... And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Smith kicks to Jones. The baseline J. And he hits the jumper for two.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
Here's Freak. The Wolverines making their last shot.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
That's tipped. Crawford with... Hoyas leading by 13.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Cox in at shooting guard. Price is out there with Warren. Then there's Hudson. And it's Trice in at the point. Screen by Smith. It's Jones on the wing. Guarded by Price. Over to the wing. Here's Flash. Misses the three. Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the end.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys.
Late release?
Holla, we them boys. Holla, 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 we making noise. Holla.
Hoyas leading by 13. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Cox in a two guard. Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price. And it's Trice in at the one. Pass to Crawford. Finished off the break. Crawford's got his first basket of the night. Harkless with it. He kicks it to Freak. There's the screen. shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Warren's got his first bucket in this one. Here is Stevenson. Screened by Ellis. Stevenson passes to Ellis. Screened by Ellis. Stevenson kicks to Ellis. That misses off the backboard.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Count the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
It's rebounded by Jefferson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Michigan trails by 13. They set the pick. And it doesn't even draw iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. 1:21 left here in the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hoyas.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Ellis is out there with Taylor, and it's right in at the 5 spot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hoyas.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now here's Freak. Again, Georgetown.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
They set the pick. Jefferson kicks to Banks, and stolen by Freak. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And stolen by Freak. By himself. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Really no idea why you're fouling.